The fixtures list has done no favours to the All Flakes kicking off their season with a match-up against the defending champion Guardians team, followed up by the top of the table Rumblers, the Pacific TOA. Both sides were locked in the opening round, but the question remains, who will remain undefeated after round number 2? What's going on, everyone? Hope you're all doing well, and welcome back along to your home of rugby and the Global Rugby Challenge, or the GRC, otherwise known as the Subscriber Series. This is, of course, a series where you take on the world's elite, and often you are taking on each other. Today, we've got 2 subscriber sides going head to head, and 2 subscriber sides that were very strong in the opening round of the GRC. Of course, it was the All Flakes who started things off with a tough rematch of Season 5's Grand Final, where they got a little bit of payback, defeating the Guardians 20 points to 14 to start their season off with a 4-point win on the table. As for the TOA, they went one better, picking up a full complement of 5 points in a 31-14 win over the Crusaders. Today, they meet against each other, and will it be the battle-hardened All Flakes that go 2-0, or can the upstart newcomers back in the GRC get their season off to a flyer, taking out one of the best from Season 5? Today, it will all be revealed. Of course, let's take a look at the 2 sides lining up tonight for these 2 teams, the All Flakes and the TOA. Captain selections are done, so let's take a look at the lineups. For the All Flakes, kicking things off in the front row, we've got some interesting selections throughout this team, but the front row is not one of those. Don Davis comes back to his number 1 jumper, and he'll partner Dilda Thrill in the middle of the pack at hooker, and of course Shady Streetwalker back to his number 3 jumper. It'll be Zandre Lambrex, captain again for the All Flakes, starting this week in the second row, partnering up with Brett Hartley in the middle of the pack. Moving into the back row, JC White moves to number 6, and Braxton Kalen goes from midfield to back row. And they'll be partnering up with big number 8, Kyle van der Maat, who will complete the forward pack. Moving into the backline, Daniel De Silva starts again at number 9, and he will be alongside Emmanuel Labisi at fly half. In the midfield, Humad Rakleef, the incredible back rower. Yep, he's starting in midfield. A bit of a mix and change here. Kalen going to the back row, Rakleef to the midfield. Let's see how those 2 adapt to the change of positions. And of course, he'll be partnering up with Caleb Cairns in that midfield, a big powerful 13 for the All Flakes. On the wings, Dean Mumberg moving out to the outside backs, Henley Bukes doing the same to the right wing, and of course Henley Links completing the 2 Henley combos at 14 and 15. He will be at fullback. Now for the TOA, starting off with their front row, Gordon Smith comes in, start at loose head. The impressive Fetu Falau will once more start at hooker, and he'll be a new partnership with Hanko Pinar in the number 3 jumper. Moving into the second row, Frederick Pizarro will be with Samuel Dempsey, the impressive 2 locks from round number 1. In the back row, Daniel Adumru will start on the blindside flank, Daniel Brill on the open side, and at number 8 will be Sione Falmata to complete the pack of the TOA. Into the backline, Kevin Ritchie gets the start at scrum half, and he will be alongside the impressive Daniel Kulu, who was one of the most impressive names to come out of the opening round for the TOA. Into the midfield, a bit of experience here of Corey Davidson starting at inside centre, and he'll be alongside Torrell Johnson in 13. On the left wing, Rico Vakafi will be in the 11 jumper, and on the right wing in 14 will be Jabari Karoy. Completing things for the TOA will be Tala Mayota, who will wear 15 for the TOA side. Having a look at their benches for tonight, there's plenty of power and plenty of experience, especially for the All Flakes. Fenwick, Dion, Nord, Smith, Dixon, Wright, Smith, and Edwards will be there 16 to 23. For the TOA, Hunt, Pizarro, Parkinson, Celotti, Akava, Gray, Kahana, and Adumru will be that for the TOA. Names switching from starting to bench, but a lot of experience and a lot of powerful names if required for both these teams. It is such an incredible matchup to have so early in the season, so I'm really keen to see how these 2 sides adapt to the pressures as we get things underway. The All Flakes kicking off with Emmanuel Labisi. They're playing in their alternate strips tonight, the white and blue. TOA in the 2-tone blue as they get out to the left-hand side. Nice and early, Vakafi slips it inside to Golu. And a good sturdy run straight off the whistle down the left wing side from the Pacific TOA.
Release.
Now here is Richie having a wee stab. Gets half a metre maybe if you're going to be really lucky to him. Dempsey goes short. Kulu offloads nicely. And Pina for a good run. Lost ball. Oh, JC White on it in a flash. And the All Flakes, not to be outdone, get themselves in an early piece of possession. And Dill DeVille goes thundering up. Over halfway. The left side, they look. Kalen, nice little pass from him. Finding Hartley, popped up in the air, and now we've got Recleve up the middle. Humard Recleve doesn't matter the number, but the on-field running is always exceptional from Humard Recleve. Well, it's sparked perfectly by a big run by Dildeville. Here was the finish of it. Kayla went short. Brett Hartley up the guts. Found the inside ball. De Silva perfectly offloads. And Humard Recleve goes under the sticks. What a try to start us off tonight. And we talked a lot about pressure at the start there. And especially for the TOA. Kicking off their season against the Crusaders. No easy beats by any stretch. But it's a real different option to take on another subscriber side. And straight away, seasoned veterans are the All Flakes. A number of these players have been here before. They've done it all. And they started off with a real fire in the belly. Getting a nice early try through inside centre. Humard Recleve, we've heard it all before, converted by Emmanuel Labisi as the ball is taken down from Henley Links. The fullback getting into the action. Here is De Silva going short. DeVille, he's done it all already tonight. And he slips it away to Zandre Lambrex, the captain, who gains a couple of metres in midfield. Nice offload again. Once more, Henley Links up in the play. DeVille offloads nicely. Trudging through traffic there. Don Davis. Good to see him back in the workload. De Silva. A wee pick from him. Another couple of metres gained. Now, Van der Mark goes out to the right-hand side. Here we go with Henley Bukes. He kicks this one ahead. It's going to be a foot race. Leading the way is Kevin Ritchie for the TOA, but he will be under pressure and easily deals with the situation. Good chase, though. Good option from Bukes. I love the kick. The depth was perfect. Sat right up in the end goal. But some good cover defence now. Here is Streetwalker. Great little play for him. Finds Bukes, who beats defenders again. And so for Labisi, who's wrapped up from Dempsey. And thrown into touch almost with complete disregard for health and well-being on that one. Here is Fitu Falau. He will throw for the TOA. And he finds Dempsey, the man again. Now they go through Richie into Kulu in the backline. Davidson back inside. Good tackle there. Dropping it, Henko Pinar would like a sack. Pulling quickly out to the left-hand side. Now the option for Fakafi. He sends back to Davidson. Nearly up to halfway now. Good pick and go. Famatu gets drilled to the ground. Now here is Pinar once more. Looking for a bit of room down the short side. Lost ball. All Flakes get it back. Recleve finding options. And he's in the middle of the park again. Humard Recleve. Perfect ball. He's got 2 on 1. There's the pass. And his midfield partner, Caleb Cairns, will finish the job. That is how you score tries in the GRC. Hanko Pinar did so much hard work for the TOA, but lost the ball. Then it was out perfectly from Braxton Kalen, perfectly to Humard Recleve. Execution was absolutely on point, and Caleb Cairns finishes the job excellently on the left wing. You can't use perfectly 3 times, come on. Here's Labisi, and here is a 12-0 start by the All Flakes as well. The conversion is good as you like. Right between the sticks. Labisi adds the extra 2, and the All Flakes in control of this one. Nice and early. 14-0, 25 minutes gone. Well, the TOA are trying. They are really giving it a go. Pinar's been involved a lot, as has Dempsey. Farmata's having a good crack as well, but they just can't get the continuity There's a good tackle there from Daniel Adumuru. But the All Flakes still hold on to possession. Stringwalker, nice little offload there from him. They look out to his right hand side as Caleb Cairns again goes to ground with the ball, right on the 10-metre line to Silva. He'll pick and go and look for a bit of an option room down the right. But Brett Hartley pushed into touch. And the TOA will get a chance to lay some attack down before half-time. They've got just over 10 minutes to do it. Dempsey's the man again. Now they look through this backline into the midfield where Whakawhi was ranging and running as they go out to the right-hand side, and Terrell Johnson looks to go the pace race. Unsuccessful. Here's Richie. Popping it back to the side. Real. Nice to Pinar. Bubbling through a couple. Pinar goes to 22. Hunko Pinar, great run. Pick and go. Richie, great pass. Almost through. There was Johnson again. Don't touch it as many carries. Now it's a dummy and a pick and go. Thrown away. And the big number 8, Sione Falmatu, shows us how it's done. Well, he dummied everyone. Players, commentary, cameras, no one had a clue. Sione Falmatu, brilliant work. Richie, perfect little ball, taking a pace from Terrell Johnson. But how about this? He looked like he was going to pass. It opened up. He went straight over the top of Henley Links. And he took a couple other passengers like Caleb Cairns with him over the line. But I tell you what, that was special from the big number 8, Sione Falmatu. Certainly put the All Flakes on notice about the power of his game. And maybe, just maybe, a little bit of something from the TOA to get their match into action. As a conversion is added from Johnson, it is cutting the lead down to 7, 14-7 the score now. And the All Flakes now know a little bit more about what this TOA team have to offer. Levisi back underway. Nicely taken there from Adumuru, but he's a bit all alone and he loses the ball quickly. And who else but Braxton Caden, the question mark in the back row, gets a ruck turnover. Here is a little pick there from De Silva. Now this is pressure again. The All Flakes right on the line as Brett Hartley goes through a little bit of a scamper, gets a couple of metres. But they score now, the All Flakes. There'll be big pressure in the second half. It's through, goes Recleve! Hamad Recleve in the tackle! And Recleve gets over! He stretches forward and puts the ball over the line. The All Flakes hit back and restore the lead back in their favour. He is nigh on unstoppable. Great run from Hartley. But this ball out to the right. Vandermark getting it perfectly to Hamad Recleve, and he took on the tackle of Melter, and he could not be stopped. And now they can put that lead back to the 14 points it was. Here is the shot at goal, right on the stroke of half-time. The league is back. And the All Flakes look in ominous form. Well, Melter had a hard job to try and stop the charge there of Recleve, but you just don't know where these power players are going to run from. We go to half-time and a 21-7 scoreline. It has all been the All Flakes. Look at that position. They've had all the ball, all the chances, and they've made hay from their 5 line breaks so far, scoring 3 of the tries. It's a long way back from the TOA. They'll need to find ways to exploit against these All Flakes, but the experience is certainly on the winning team's side at the moment. What can they do now? The TOA, they've got to get the ball for the first matter. And they've got it as well. Big turnover on DeVille. Now they get outside this side to Brill. Oh, what a run from Daniel Brill. Inside ball, Pinar. Oh, they've started. What a start. It's brilliant. Outstanding. It is a real kickback. The TOA strike. Hunko Pinar. And that is just what you need. The messages, loud and clear, ringing in the ears of the TOA players. The back row, Adumuru, Brill, brilliant balls inside. Whakawhi does well, slips it back in, and Hunko Pinar. What a line, and the big tight head scores. Game on yet again. Just when we were at that crossroads, where this game could have gone straight up for an easy All Flake win. They could have continued to accumulate. They could have forced the TOA out of the game. No, say the TOA, not on our watch, and they have delivered a beautiful start to the second 40 and got themselves right back in this game, trailing by just 7 points. Just 4 minutes into the second half, we've already had all the action you could dream of as we get things back underway. And a good take from Victor Folau, and here's Corey Davidson. Oh, he's got another middle, he's got pace. Can he get away through? He can't quite. Of course, sold the dummy there to Links. They could not quite get away from it. Here is Kulu with the kick, looking for the corner to pin the All Flakes down. But they will rescue it back, and here is Links again, popping it back to Don Davis. Now switched in for Zandre Lambrex. Gets them 30, 35 metres up the field without too much trouble. De Silva to Hartley, looking for someone to straighten this up here. Goes to Cairns, and he's kicked this one straight down to Maota, who is taking a very good tackle from the All Flakes chase there. Running up from deep, Henley Links, he's been really involved for a fullback. That's not very often we see it. Struggling here with the ball. TOA, they may lose this. Oh, this is a slow one as well. It's a really bad turnover to concede. Now the All Flakes could turn on the burners and change this game up. It's a knock on out wide. Oh, big chance for Henley Bukes, the man who has been outstanding at breaking tackles this evening. Gets one right in the ribs and he spews the ball out at the same time. You back him to beat this tackle like he's done all night, but credit there.
Crouch.
To Rico Vakafi, who put him on notice.
Set.
And absolutely flattened him. Scrum feet TOA. Fair from Kevin Ritchie. Of course, Valmatu is waiting at the back. Here's a danger man if he gets going as well. Here's Kolu. He'll straighten it up off the, well, wannabe set piece, and he kicks it down to the 22. Where who else but Henny Links is going to be there. Now he's found it to Dean Mumberg on the left-hand wing, and he's straightened things up too, and now look at them go. Caleb Cairns, oh, another knock on. Two players normally so strong have come under a bit of problem here, and now Corey Davidson, oh no! Davidson goes down clutching at the lower leg. He's going to have to go off, and on comes 20, a carver. Oh, that looks bad. That looks really bad for an integral experience, but very elusive and dangerous member of this TOA side. They'll get the scrum fee, so the Carver's back in the midfield now. Played scrum half in round 1, so he's got a little bit under his belt already. Here is Ritchie, he's waiting. Now he finds Kulu, who slips around the corner. Jamari Karoi is running off his right wing, and he's being very, very hard to stop as he kicks, ploughing his way up towards that 22. Here's Ritchie again, the little snipe. Oh, that's a very good run there from Kevin Ritchie. Now the power, Valmasu goes alone. Looking for that big white line. That is the 22-metre mark, and there is a run from Adumanu. Now they'll look to open it up. They go to the second row. Pizarro does get it with the ball. He's held up in the tackle, but it looks like it does come back now. Dempsey goes to that midfield, and they look out for Kolu. It's 2-on-1. He's got a bit early there. Karui back to Kolu. It's all sorts of trouble in the midfield now. They're not letting this die here. The TOAs finally. Pinar goes to ground with it. They don't want to let this chance see them go by. They go back to the middle of the park. Now they're running through. I thought they were good. Maota just about did it himself. Ritchie pops it back up inside. Here's Kolu around the corner. Pinar! They finally find the gap. Some valiant and very good defence from the All Flakes. Looked almost impossible to break down. They didn't let the ball die, the TOA. They kept passing. I thought he was in there. Maota, I thought he was in. And there's a little flick ball back up. The Doomru did well. Kolu around the corner. That is big. That is bigger than big. It's huge. Hanko Pinar, 2 tries tonight. And the TOA never really looked like they were in this game. They've always been chasing it. But with this kick, they could go 21-21. Great kick from Terrell Johnson. And we are all tied up. With just 11 minutes to play, the All Flakes have really made this look like they've been well ahead all game long. But the TOA have fought their way back, and now they're with a chance position on their side as Fitu Folau drags the ball in. Can they be the team to knock the All Flakes off? Oh, good work at the breakdown there. TOA just keeping hold of it. They get it away to Akava, who's kicked this one down to Lynx. Oh, he's beaten one Lynx. He's done very well. But Pinar, one of the absolute standouts, stops him in his track. Here is some very slow ball. Awfully slow ball for De Silva. He fires back to Labisi, who always looked for the touchline here. He's eluded the ball away from Maota, and he found the safety of touch with just 5 minutes to play. Interesting call to look for touch though, but if they can force an error from the TOA, they will be in a really good space to score. Here's Dempsey. Wins it. He's the money man. He really is good in the middle of that line out. They go to Brielle, who cuts it back to the left-hand side, and now they charge up the guts. Nice little ball there from Gordon Smith, and the goal. Kulu in midfield as well. Excellent round on the left side from Matumuru. Now they're up to halfway. They fire back, and surprisingly kicked away here from Terrell Johnson, and it wobbles its way into touch just short of the 22. Interesting decisions there to kick. I don't quite know what the plan is. But again, if the TOA can force a mistake with time, all gone, this could be the chance. They go to the back. Hartley is the man, and he is money. On their own 22 now, De Silva finds Labisi, who's going to kick this one away. Bizarre call. Toru got it back, and very well too from Fakafi. And they go up the middle. Look out the danger man, Falmatu. He is hard to stop as the TOA are right near the 22. Now Akava plays a little bit of scrum half. He knows how. Here's Kulu. Kulu beating one tackle, slipping it inside the danger of Vakafi. Inside the 22 now. Richie pops it back, looking for a way through. There was a Dumuru, can't get away. Still got the ball though. Pizarro. Big switch of play from Dempsey. And now they're offloading in the tackle as well. Richie up to Kulu again. Here it's Brielle. Oh, he's held up in the tackle. Couple of meters lost there. Richie gets it back. Kulu looking to run the play. Maybe wondering why no one's going back for a drop goal. Oh, they fired and lost it. Here come the All Flakes now. Down the row wing. Henley Bukes goes up against Maota, and he takes him to ground. All Flakes with possession, and that means a lot. Now they look back down this right edge. Offloading well is trying to force their way through. There's Kyle Van der Maard. He gets them just short of halfway. Wide ball, looking for someone to break hard. Labisi might have done it there. Great pass left inside. Henley links. He's still got support. Goes Benoni to Mumberg. Back and field. Here's Labisi. Drop goal. Drop goal from Labisi. And that'll signal the end. Emmanuel Labisi has just broken TOA hearts. He would never hit the legs. Defenders coming from in front, both sides and behind. Labisi composes himself and he strikes the drop goal, and we have a winner here in this massive round 2 clash. 21-21. We were well over time in the 90s when it came to minutes, but the All Flakes, under immense pressure on their own line, have come back all the other way and got themselves a remarkable drop goal. 24-21. Take a breath. What a game it's been. 3 tries apiece. Redcliffe with 2, Cairns with 1 for the All Flakes, and of course Pinar a double, and Falmatu for the TOA. Labisi and Johnson traded 3 conversions each, but of course it was the drop goal that was the difference. Emmanuel Labisi, the hero for the All Flakes, with a drop goal in the 90-something minute. I don't know, the action was too red hot to be looking down at any clock, that is for sure. Let's take a look at what stats tell us at full time. And honestly, this is a game the All Flakes should have won in quite a canter. I'm saying they should have won this by at least 10, 15 points plus. They had all the possession, they had all the opportunities, but they just did not keep the foot on the throat. The TOA, they fought back hard, and they look like they're going to be a very dangerous opposition for anyone they come up against this season. Win in round 1, they pushed the All Flakes right to the brink in round number 2. So keep an eye on these guys as the season draws on and they get a little bit more continuity in the side. However, there was of course the Well, unfortunate incident that saw Corey Davidson go off injured. So let's take a look at how he sits after that. And we can see here on the lineup for the TOA, he is going to be missing for another 63 days. So considering this isn't a hugely long tournament, that is going to be a long time out for Corey Davidson, and a huge cog of that backline for the TOA will be missing, with his experience being here in the GRC season after season. That is a real shame for Corey. So hopefully he gets better soon, and we will see him in the latter rounds of the regular season, hopefully for the Pacific TOA. So a double whammy there, the loss and of course the loss of a key player. But now if we turn our attention to the table, we can see that the All Flakes are now sitting pretty in second position. Still yet to pick up a bonus point, and one of 3 sides yet to do that alongside the Flakers, Munster and Crusaders. But of course 2 wins against the Guardians and the TOA. They will be very pleased about that. So they sit 8 points. Toulouse, of course, have played their second game as well. Result you'll see in a second, and I tell you what, it is tight. They sit there on 9 points at the top of the table. TOA down in 4th now. They picked up, of course, a bonus point as well to put them on 6. So I tell you what, bonus points are going to be huge, but do not disregard any team as we head towards the latter rounds of the season. Guardians in 5th, they've got 5 points from their 2 games. Flakers and Dragons get to play in round number 2. Moving our attention across now to the fixtures list, and looking forward and of course looking back. 24-21, amazingly, same scoreline for the opening 2 games. Home team winning one, away team winning the other, of the All Flakes and the Guardians. But hey, those penalties, those drop goals are what it is all about. For the other game of the round though, take a look at that. Bolters 13, Toulouse 14. Wow, that is a tight game. Next up, of course, we've got the Crusaders. They'll be at home hosting the Celtic Dragons, and the Flakers will be hosting Munster for the last game of round number 2. Amazingly, I look forward through this competition and I see round 3, and I immediately look to the All Flakes and see that they are on the road to the Celtic Dragons. I mean, what a start. Guardians, TOA, Dragons, round 1, 2, and 3. That is rough. But for the Guardians, of course, they'll be up against the TOA in the opening game of round 3. So round 3 is shaping up to be a massive round. The Flakers are facing Toulouse. So Flakers getting an easier start to this season, although they did get that big clash to start off against the Dragons. But now a couple of AI matches should ease them into this competition. But I tell you what, it is looking fierce, it is looking exciting, and after just, 1.5 rounds, it is looking absolutely phenomenal. That'll be it for me today though, team. I hope you enjoyed today's matchup. Commiserations to the TOA players, but whoo, what a game, what a fight from your team as well. All Flakes go 2-0, but they don't look invincible, that is for sure, and we have got a lot of rugby yet to come in the GRC. I'll see you all next time for the Crusaders versus the Dragons. Until then, big thanks for tuning in and watching, and of course taking part in this series, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.